Hey, what's going on YouTube? So today I just want to put together a quick video on some of the Morgans that I recently picked up and some of the graded Morgans that I have and what you guys should be looking for if you either like to collect, resell, or just interested in the Morgan series period. I mean, obviously it's one of the most popular coins that's collected, so majority of people know about it, but these are some of the things that I look for when looking, going to local coin shops, looking on eBay, whether it's buying or selling, things of that nature. Before I get started, though, here's a recent coin, and as an example of something that I picked up and sold pretty fast. So this particular coin was picked up. I believe it was 56 bucks I paid for it on eBay, or $57 I paid for it on eBay. And that was on the 22nd of February. And then I sold it. The gentleman who bought it took a little time to pay for it. He just paid for it today, but I just wanted to get a video out, just get an idea of, how you can make some profit on some coins. So this particular coin sold. I had it listed at 125. So this guy sold for $100 is the offer that I accepted. But as you can see, it has really nice luster. Some markings on the face, but it has kind of that cameo effect. Things you want to look for. Here, I'll get my ugly red screwdriver here. Some of the things you want to look for is basically the hair lines, where the hair is here by the ear. That's the top part of the coin itself. And let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. Yeah, that doesn't look so good. And then this side, on the reverse, you always want to look at the breast feathers of the coin itself. But anyways, this is kind of, like I would say if you went and sent this to get graded, just because of the luster and how it looks, I would say you'd probably get like a MS63. And I'm not an expert at grading, but it's like, well, how do you figure that? Well, you gotta actually get a PCGS MS63 and kind of compare it. So this MS63 here has some toning, has some marks. Obviously, it's a really good example because I only like to collect or keep really nice examples, but it gives you guys an idea, of what that. So maybe this would be an MS62 or maybe even an MS61, but whatever. These are hard to find in the wild, like these raw coins. So anyways, that one sold for 100, so made whatever, $30 profit, quick flip. But instead of like trying to get the mystery out of what coins kind of go for, what I'm looking for in the wild is basically, something like this, where it's like, all right, if I could find something that looks like an MS65. So retail, these are probably around 250. Well, I say 210 to 250. That's retail, meaning, what you would get it for at a coin shop or on eBay. And it's funny, like in this grade MS65, there, why is there a range? Why does it go from like 210 to 250? Sometimes people get 350. And even though it has a grade, people are still always looking at the actual coin itself. So if it's got like, see how this is kind of a cameo where the eagle kind of sticks out. If it has that like on both sides and it's MS65, you could probably get 350 for it. This one doesn't really have it on this side of it. But anyways, I use it as an example. So when I'm out in the wild looking at raw coins at my dealer, I'm looking for stuff like that. So this coin on my right hand here, and just a plain Mylar holder, was nice, but it does have some defects. Like there's some kind of weird, however this was stored in the past, it definitely has some like luster missing there. But this reverse is like outstanding, and it has a real big nick there. But overall, it's like I picked this up for $45 from my local coin shop. It is a problem coin, but sometimes people don't care. Like they're just looking for a nice coin to, add to a book or put with their collection. Some guys collect rolls of these things, whatever it might be. This one I thought was deep mirror proof like until I got it home in the real light. think I was paying attention to the back, but got a lot of marks on it. So this would be like a low grade MS 6162. I think I overpaid for that. I paid 65 for this. I'll try and flip it for 85, 90 on eBay pretty quick. Here's an 1880S I picked up. Again, I got these all from the same dealer. This one was really nice. It's got like a mirror like finish to it. You can kind of see, I don't know if it'll show up. Yep. See my screwdriver. So when you're looking for like proof like or deep mirror proof like, you got to look at the actual reflection. And if it reflects off the face of Liberty, that's not a good thing. That means Liberty is the lady right here, but Liberty means if you see her reflection real deep, that means someone's like polished. So this original luster is why I like these 1880S's, the 1879S's. Give you one of those. For the money, you're getting an awesome example of a coin that just looks like amazing, right? So I don't mind going out there at local dealers. I'll say, hey, let me look at your common, your 1880S, 1879S. Like I'm looking for common dates, but I'm looking for nice examples that are harder to find. So when I look at something like this, I'll have it in my hand, look under the light. This one really pops out nice. It does, have some chatter in the fields, but this is a proof like possibly dimple coin. It's hard to get that grade, so I'm not one to send a bunch of these in to get graded. But I like to find these and basically say, all right, if someone's looking for a coin like this, how many dealers do you have to go to find it like yourself? It's a pain, right? So one of the things I enjoy doing is like, all right, well, I'm going to get out there and I'm trying to find someone like a coin like this that's not in a holder, but just raw, and then they could enjoy it for themselves. So again, I paid 65 for this. This one I'll probably list for over $100 easy, and I'll get that all day. And again, it's like if you're a dealer looking at this or whatever, you're like, oh, well, I would only pay $50 for that coin and sell it, But again, these are harder to find. So I'm doing this for the person that doesn't have the time or doesn't have a coin shop near them with a big selection. Because, a lot of these coin shops, you walk into them, it's like sometimes they don't have anything. They might have like, a couple things of graded Morgans and a bunch of cull stuff. And then you go back there the next week, they might have something really nice, or might not have anything. So I go to all my local coin shops just to kind of see what they have. But just give you an idea, it's like I'm looking for stuff like this. I'll pay 65 for something like this all day, sell it on eBay for over $100, make a small profit for my time. But I think I did really, really well on these 1879s. Like they came out, they look the best for the money. I mean, just look at that. I mean, this one has definitely little hairlines everywhere. I don't know if it's hard to see. Let me open it up here. But you can kind of see those little hairlines. So someone definitely wire brushed the fields. So the fields of the coin are basically these parts. But look at this reflection. I mean, it's amazing. Great luster. No nasty dings, around it. You got to look at this part of the coin too sometimes. Make sure it didn't get destroyed. But anyways, I'll pay 65 all day for a nice coin like this. And then, kind of leave it up to the future buyer. It's like, hey, do you want to put this with your Morgan collection? Do you collect it in a book? Do you like to send these in to get graded? Someone can enjoy it. There's kind of a satisfaction of like sending a coin in yourself, especially nowadays with how long it takes. Like if you can find a coin like this at your local coin shop, let's say you're me and you pick this up for 65 and you're not looking to resell, you're just looking to collect. I would say this is a strong candidate for an MS64, easy MS63 with possible proof like. So if you got something like that, you've now turned your $65 investment. Granted, you got to pay whatever, $38, $40 after shipping. If you gold shield it and you send it to PCGS. But if it comes back an MS64, you've increased your coin and you've turned it into a raw coin that's opinion to a professional opinion that basically has a number on it and an official grade on it, and more or less an official price. So I think that's something that's worth doing. So again, if you put 65 into it or found this at a local coin shop, then you send it in to get grading, spent 40 on that after shipping and everything. So you got 105 in the coin, and it comes back, proof like MS63, MS64. I think you've like doubled your money just because they're so hard to find. But again, just wanted to share, these again are just common dates, but for 65 bucks that I'm getting them for and then reselling it, I'm just sharing it with the rest of the world, in eBay land. So, you are, as a buyer, you are getting a convenience because you don't have to go drive around all these different stores. And guess what, guys? Gas is almost $5 a gallon at some places. How many local coin shops do you want to go to? All right, so this is a special one here. So I got an 1885. Found this at the coin shop. I'm like, hey, let me look at your tube of 1885. So the coin shop I go to actually pretty high volume. Like they have like 5 employees working all the time. So I looked at two tubes of 1885 O's, and I picked this one up because I just sold one of these recently for $215. Really beautiful example. I think it was a little nicer than this one. It was more like proof-like. But again, it's a common date coin. Like this is something 2 years ago that was like 35 bucks. So this particular coin caught my eye. There were ones in the roll that had a little bit nicer backs where it was more cameo of the eagle. But this one really caught my eye because of the obverse. Obverse is the front of the coin. So, if you look at you got to look at the cheeks because that's something they look at. Basically anything distracting. I mean, there's some chatter in the fields, but the luster on this coin and the Liberty, like this is a solid 64 with I think a possible 65. So, and it's not my opinion. I have an example here. Yeah, here we go. So here's that's a 63. Wrong example. Hold on. I think I did a 65 here somewhere. Here we go. I might have sent this one in myself. So here's a real life like MS65, right? So this is about a $215 coin retail. So I picked this coin up raw for 65. Let me get one of my holders here. Oh, and if you're wondering where did I get this little holder? All it is, it's an IGC inlay. So IGC is one of the lower grade companies, but you see how like PCGS has like this. It's like one of these. Actually, it's not even one of those. I think that's it. This is an Annex one. But when I sometimes find coins that are like details or whatever, and they're just worth more raw, I'll crack it out. But this actual little plastic thing is from an IGC holder. So I like to use it when I'm taking pictures of the coins because then you're not like putting your fingers over the rims. So when you're like taking pictures of it, you're not like covering stuff up and it looks crappy. So it looks a little nicer when you hold it like that. So again, what do you guys think? Here's a real MS65 gold shield. So that's like a $50 grading. Here's the reverse. So I think my raw coin is nice or nicer. But the reason I say MS64 all day is because this has some chatter in the fields, whereas this 65 does not. But again, it's one of those coins like if you sent it in, you might get a 65. But anyway, so I'll pick something like this up for 65, take nice photos. I'll probably ask 125 for it, which is a lot, right? That's like doubling, but I think if someone grabbed this for 125 and they spent the 30, 40 bucks, they could easily get a 64 or 65 out of it. So anyways, just want to share this with everybody in YouTube land. Hopefully everyone's having a good rest of your day, and appreciate you guys watching.